6 squared z squared minus 9 squared y squared parentheses squared, quantity squared. Okay, so from that, see, a couple of guys are still working on that. So from that, what can we put in for our factors? Well, 36 is 6 squared, right? What has to go here? 6. Z, right? And 6z. We know that one's plus and one's minus. And how about the rest of that factor? Nine. We can put y or y squared? Y squared, right? And then 9y squared. Can we factor that again?
Yes.
Careful now. Do we have a difference of 2 squares?
No.
We don't. This is, that's not, and that's not. So everything has to be square, 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 right? Square, square, minus square, square. If it's not, then you can't. Okay, so you want to be careful with that. Alright, so that's as far as we can go with that one.
Can you factor that? Only factor 3 out of it?
Well, let's see. It looks like, yeah, we can. So actually, we could go back to here and say, all right, we can actually factor out a 9, right? So we can see here that, okay, 3 is a common factor to all 3. So what we have to do is look at, all right, we do have a common factor of 9, right? And so that leaves us with what? 4 z squared minus 9 y to the 4th. And from there, bring the 9 down. And that would be 2z minus 3y squared and 2z minus plus 3y squared. Now you could have looked at here and said, all right, I've got a 3 I could factor out here, and a 3 I could factor out here and make that a 9, and you could have done it that way too. Okay? But can we make this a quantity squared here? We got 2z minus 3y squared and 2z plus 3y squared. Can we make that a y squared quantity and make it just 9 quantity squared on the end? Or no? Remember now, they have to be exactly the same. It's like you're putting in a copier and hitting 2 copies. That's right. No. They're different because the signs are different, so you cannot do that. Okay? It's like you're putting a in a copier and hitting 2 copies. If you don't get carbon copies from both sets of parentheses, you can't do it. Okay? So that's our answer there. Okay? Questions with that? Okay, if you guys want to take a break before we take our quiz, and then the rest of the period work on homework.